Hey everybody, I'm going to walk you through how to use my unpacking website. This is the unpacking website that I've created for Standards 1A and 1B of the North Carolina Teacher Candidate Standards. So right now you're on the home page. There'll be a video right here. This is the video that you're watching right now, so it's not there right now. But after you watch the video, you'll come up here and you'll move on to the next task. When you're working on this, after you finish this page, meet the standards, you'll come back to the top and go to breaking it down, so on and so forth. But once you get to each page, you'll just start from the top and read to the bottom. Make sure you're reading everything because it's all important information. If I didn't think it was important, I wouldn't have put it on here for you to look at. After you've done that, you'll go to breaking it down. You will read from the top to the bottom. Here you'll take a look at some of the vocabulary that's used in each standard and just how I found a definition for it that makes it easier to understand the standard, and then some concepts that I pulled out of the standard itself that I thought were really important for us to recognize, just the big key ideas throughout that standard. Same for Standard 1B. There's the vocabulary terms that I pulled out that I felt needed to be defined in order to make it clearer to understand, and then the big concepts that I found that were really important from that standard specifically. Then you'll move down to putting it into practice, and here there's just a short video that I wanted to include. This is 10 traits of teacher leaders, so you'll just watch it. It's just a short, I think it's just a little 2-minute Powtoon video that tells you different traits of what it is to be a teacher. Most of the traits line up with the standards 1A and 1B. There are some that don't necessarily line up with the specific standards that I worked on, but they line up with other standards in the North Carolina Professional Teaching Standards and North Carolina Teacher Candidate Standards. And then these are just some strategies that I found that you could use to meet standards 1A and 1B. Then you'll move on to the next part. This is how I'd put this into practice in my classroom. You'll just read and see my ideas for using it in my classroom. Here, when I go down, it goes into a bullet, but that relates back to what was originally up here. So you'll just see that. Then you'll go to the resources, and this is a list of 7 websites that I found. I used some of these in the information that I gathered for you guys. Just some more background information on teacher leader traits, what it means to be a teacher leader, how you can become a teacher leader if you're not one right now, different types of teacher leaders, because I didn't realize that there are different types, and then also some links that explain what a professional learning community is, how the PLC works, how to get involved in a PLC, and how to introduce a PLC in your school. I found that a lot of times PLCs aren't necessarily used the way they were intended to, so it's important that you know how they work and how to implement them. And the best way that you can move towards proficiency and know what you're doing is to be informed on the components of these standards. So once you've done that, you'll come here to the Now What section. You'll read this little post. It asks you to respond with a video or a voice recording, and you'll just make that and post it to YouTube or however you're going to post it. You'll need a link because you'll come here and you'll comment. You'll have to put your name, your email address, which it won't send me that. It won't post it on here. You don't have to do the website. And then in the comment box, you will add the link to your video or your voice recording. That way it'll post and I can watch it, but also other people can watch it because we can learn from each other. That's being a professional learning community, and that's what this is all about. So learning from your ideas and sharing my ideas with you all and seeing your feedback, and you guys getting to see the feedback that the rest of the class provided. So I hope that you learn a lot from this. You can go back and forth throughout the whole thing if you miss something or you want to go back and look at it. So I hope you enjoy, I hope you learn a lot, and I hope you'll comment and share a video or voice recording with us so that we can all learn from each other. Thank you.